Welcome, my happy hour party people. Welcome to Happy Hour with Linda and Bob. We're out on the lanai in sunny Florida. Come on back. We're getting ready to make a drink. Hello, everyone. Hello again. And I want to thank my remote producer for letting us know that the sound, for some reason, was not working. Now, this time, Bob's cut me off from my dancing time, but that's okay. That's okay. We need to move on. We don't need to dance right now. But what I wanted to say was TGIF. Thank God it's Friday, right, Bob?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're ready.
Been ready since Monday.
Yeah, since Monday. I mean, I tell you what, he's been in his office all week, cursing and carrying on, and he's been in the office, blah, 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 talk, and I've been in the living room sitting around doing hardly anything until today when I decided to clean out my closets. And oh my gosh, what a mess. And I realized that we usually move about every 4 years, and I guess it's time to get out of here, right, buddy?
No, a little more time.
But it's kind of funny because when I was cleaning out the closet, I had it all out and I was just doing my thing, and I literally had not been in the closet to get behind the boxes and stuff and shoes and all that in 4 years. I know, I'm confessing how much of a slob I am, but anyway, I hadn't done it. And Bob comes in and he goes, "What's going on?" He said, "You leaving?" And I said, "No, I'm not leaving." What'd I say? I said, "Maybe you're leaving. Come on up and say hello, Bob."
Hello,
and then I had to
hello.
reassure him. I said, "You know, you're not really leaving. However, maybe we both should pack up and get over to the east coast of Florida for a while. West coast, east coast, who knows?" But anyway, today, and you can go ahead and have a seat. You did such a good job. We're going to be making a keto cocktail, and we're going to be using some things that are not traditional for the actual cocktail we're making, which is called Jack Rose. But before we even start to mix and do the mixology, I want to talk a little bit about the Jack Rose in general, because it's another one of those kind of historic drinks. It was mentioned several times by writers like Ernest Hemingway in his book,
Sun also rises.
The Sun Also Rises. It's good to have somebody who's got a really good photographic memory. And, you know, in that particular book, he mentions the main character, who was a guy named Jake, and he was lovesick for a girl named Brett, and blah, 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 blah. And anyway, he goes down to the bar in the Croyan Hotel in Paris, and he orders a Jack Rose. And then he had very many Jack Roses, and so the story goes. But in long story short, this barman named George, he was actually mentioned again in another book by an author by the name of Donald Alden Stewart. And he also mentioned this George the barman in the Croyan Hotel in Paris, and also making Jack Rose. Now, the word and name Jack Rose apparently came from some guy in New York City who was a gangster, so I don't know his story, and I really don't have time to talk about it because we need to get on with the drink.
Yes.
Now, what?
I said yes.
Okay. Cheerleader here. Yes. This Jack Rose is a drink back in those days, was made, you know, with a lot of spirits, including an Applejack type drink, or it's almost like a brandy. It's a very sweet alcohol. And of course, to make something keto friendly, you really are basically taking out the carbs. So for those of you who are familiar with keto, it stands for ketogenic or ketosis, which is the state that your body goes in when you are not burning your carbs. What you're burning is going to be the fat stores in your body. And it's kind of a complicated process, which I cannot go into, but as a fitness instructor back in the day, you know, I knew about these kind of diets, and actually they do work. I mean, they do work. And in fact, they've proven lately in the last, say, 5-10 years, that it's actually kind of a healthier diet for those people who are struggling with insulin resistance, or if you're having trouble with sugar and that kind of thing. It really actually is a pretty, you know, decent diet. Not that I'm recommending it, and I should say right now, None of this is recommended by anything. I never recommend anything. In fact, I don't know nothing, right?
Love your English.
Including English. So to get started to make this Jack Rose, we are going to be mixing it, and we're not going to be using the brandy, of course, the sweet brandy, which was the Applejack type thing. We're going to be using regular brandy. And by the way, if you are on a keto diet, most spirits, and when I am talking about spirits, I'm talking about gin, vodka, brandy, cognac, all of those kinds of alcohols are 0 carbs. So if you're the kind of person who can just go ahead and have a drink and a glass of ice, then you're cool. You're not going to mess up your ketosis, except for one thing. And I have learned this really back in the day when I was in the alcohol and drug prevention programs. And that is, alcohol preempts all the other things going on in your body. So because alcohol is perceived as a intruder, I guess we could say, back in the days when I was talking to teenagers, I would say it's poison. But you guys aren't teenagers. But it basically preempts digestion. So if you have a drink, it is going to go through your system. It's not metabolized, it's absorbed, and it goes in before the food and the drink. So if you're drinking, know that, because that's going to kind of affect your ketosis also. But in any case, to get this party started, a lot of serious shit on a Friday, right?
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with me. I guess I've just been too serious all week. I'm not usually serious, so not at all. I'm going to use this kind of shaker glass, and it's got some measures already on it. So to make 2 drinks, we're going to use 4 ounces of the brandy. And I guess we probably should put the ice in first, but I really want to put the brandy in first. So that's okay with you? That way I can see what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's 4 ounces.
All right.
And then we are going to add our ice, because we are going to be shaking it. And since it's already in there, I don't want to splash. I'm trying my best not to waste alcohol. Have you noticed? Now, the next thing we're going to do is, because we are not using the brandy, the sweetened brandy, we are going to use a substitute. And that's going to be apple juice today. And this apple juice is probably about 1 net carb if we use about, just a drop or 2. But this is going to be our sweetening agent. So a little bit of apple juice. Okay. And then we're going to have lemon juice. Lemon juice is about 0.5 carbs. So it's really very minimal. Lemon juice is another carb-friendly thing, and we're not going to, drown it. We're just going to put some. This is fresh lemon juice. And then finally, we are going to add the bitters. Now, the bitters does not have any carbs as well. It's just really basically a lot of different herbs and tinctures and things like that. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 each drink, 2 for each drink. So that was 4. And finally, we are going to add, this is a water, a pomegranate water. And we're going to add the pomegranate water, and that's going to give it a little bit more flavor. So we're really trying to go for some flavor here. And by the way, I will post this drink in the Happy Hour with Linda and Bob, and also I'll post it on our YouTube page, which is Happy Hour with Linda and Bob YouTube. And so be sure and follow us at both locations. It's really very nice if you do. And we're going to be adding all the information you need, as well as the original recipe for an actual Jack Russell as was made in Paris in 1926, which is when the story that I just told you occurred. And of course, that's got in there the Applejack, it's got vermouth, sweet and dry vermouth, and also still the lemon juice. So it's a little bit of a variation, but this is so if you like. Are you looking at your watch while I'm talking?
No.
Okay, I think I got the signal to go ahead and shake. Now, this is going to be in our little Ernest Hemingway coupe glasses. We got these. You remember last time I talked to you about Hemingway, Ritz Paris. So we're going to use our classic coupe glasses. And let's go ahead and do it this way. And you don't have to shake it hard like you would a martini or anything. You just want to, this is more like a mixing type shake. So we'll go ahead and fill our glasses. It's not going to be red like they are in the actual picture because it doesn't have the grenadine, which is very sweet, but is used in the traditional. And so that grenadine will, kick up the carbs. We don't want the carbs kicked up tonight. We want the carbs nice and steady. So let's go ahead. And here we have it. Here we go.
That smells good.
Yeah. So here we go. Here's to you. Here's to all good things. Here's to all good living. Here's to everyone's health and wealth and happiness. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's good.
It is good. Very
It's
good.
a little tart, but it's not like bitter or anything. It's really, really pretty tasty. I'm sure I could drink this whole thing. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
You guys check us out on our YouTube channel.
Happy Hour with Linda and Bob. Be sure and like and subscribe. See you later. Have a great week.